Like abstract class can also serve the same purpose that interface do, but still people use interfaces.
With the extensions will be go forward when using the classes. Just like instead of getting into the classes, we can use up the methods.
Sorry, come again.
We can use up the methods
Mm-hmm.
when we use up the interface. Just like we can use up the interface when you're coming into Java 8, we can use up the functional interface. It will be defaultly called extensions methods. Uh, that is the other scenario.
Okay. What is the main restriction for abstract class? How you will create? If I'll ask you to create abstract class, what are the very first thing you will do?
Very first thing, firstly we're going to be create abstract class. Uh,
Okay, what will be the signature for creating abstract class?
uh, Abstract class we're going to be create by using the void method.
Abstract keyword, right?
Yeah, void method, and where you're going to make any usage, we're going to be create up the class with extension of other subclasses or super classes or what we denoted, and we're going to make an override of the particular abstract class. Example, we're delivering something a class, and class is defined of getting multiple extensions, just like overriding concept. Then
Mm-hmm.
we will use up this abstract class, and after that if you want to call that parent to child also, we can uh, do some changes by using the same class. But if you're going to use up any other class rather than the when you're using a private or public, when you're using a public and you want to make it as a private, then we can call in the abstract class with an extension by using another subclass or making a main method.
Uh, that somewhere concept of inheritance. That's
Because
different topic.
yeah,
I'm talking about, suppose you are creating an abstract class. What will be the very first thing? So someone in the chat pinged, I think Balakrishna, abstract keyword. Okay. So Krishna, where will you use this keyword? With the class, with the method? It will be good if you'll speak out. Hello. Yes. Okay. Uh, are you shy of speaking, Krishna? I mean, we are. Okay. Sorry. Understood. Okay. So yeah, that's correct. We need to use. Me too. Sure, Krishna. Thank you. I mean, appreciated you are still joining the class. I was late. Okay. So yeah, Krishna is right. We need to use the abstract keyword for both the class and the method. And the main restriction is at least one method should be abstract. Okay, then only we can create an abstract class. The other restriction is when you create an abstract class, you can't initiate it directly. You can't use it directly. You have to extend it to somewhere so that someone will complete that class, right? So, but in interface, definitely interface you can't directly initiate or create object of. The thing is, interface you only define the signature, right? But in abstract class, you can add some piece of code also. Like suppose two methods you already want to implement, and third method you want whatever person will use your abstract class, they will implement. So that's the main difference. Okay, so okay, abstract class and interface are one thing, but where we are going to use this? Then Anurup was talking about parent-child combination and all these things. So that's what we called inheritance in Java, right? So suppose one class that has some properties, okay, uh, where all other child can access the same property, okay, and they can extend it further. Like suppose you like as a car company, you want to build some core framework that every car of your company has, or every model of that particular segment will have, right? So in that way, what you will do, you will define some base standard, and then all the models or all the segment car in the same segment, they will follow the same hierarchy, but they will keep on adding to it, right? So suppose like you created a basic Swift, right? Then there are different version to it. So they will keep on extending the same thing, and they'll keep on adding more and more feature. So that's how you can use inheritance, right? The other thing is why interface and the difference between classes. Interface, suppose you want to extend or implement multiple interface, that you can do, but you can't do the same thing with class. Java doesn't support this what to say, multiple inheritance with the class. Okay, so let's start with some example only. So let's suppose, okay, student is one class, right? We created. Then suppose we will create another class, medical student. Okay, what are the properties of medical student? Public string. Should they have biology? Let's suppose they have some other thing. Subject. No, that also doesn't make any sense. How should I quote it? Stethoscope needed. Like okay. Then some student. Student. Wait. And student. What happen is, this is base student class. Every student has some roll number, name, and school. Commerce student has some special feature. They study economics, so they have economics marks. Medical students study biology, so they have biology marks. So we want to use the same thing, but all this thing student already have. We will simply do extends student. That's all. Comma student, extend student. Now this comma student has all the property of student class. If I'll say create medical student dot see set name, roll number, school, everything is coming to me automatically. I haven't added specifically to medical student, right? But still I'm getting the property of student class. So that's what we call inheritance. Okay. uh, Set name, set roll number one. Biology marks 100. Marks. It will print only 100. Why? Simply biology marks. Okay. I made a mistake. Sorry. Now arguments constructor. If I specifically print medical student dot get name, see it will print. Okay. So the thing is, the override method to string is not overriding the main thing. We call string. I think I'm missing a small thing. generate to string whole overall string. Yes. Super if I call it should be a complete one. You need to override this one. Okay, toString. I got confused, I think. But yeah, it will extend this property, like whatever is available in the main class, like the student one. Okay, I'll upload this one in some other example. So these are like variable only. Variable got passed on. Okay, now I got it. Okay, do it this way. That. Okay, and we'll go here. Student, student, generate some setups. Okay. Now I'll go to medical student and generate the post. The post will also. Okay. Mail. Okay. Your school and body. So the issue was, main actual issue was, when we were using all this thing, we need to create that variable as a private one. But we talked this yesterday as well. When you create anything, any variable or any method private, then they are not accessible outside the class. You can't extend it, right? So that's the main issue. That's why I changed them to public. But then you need to set all this variable as well, right? So there we use this constructor detail. Okay, so whenever I'm creating a medical student, I need to add this details there, and then only I'll get it. The only thing is, we need to override the toString method, whatever the by default method is. Then you will start getting all this thing here. But for now, if you want to print it, okay. Anything if I print, it will get printed here. Delhi DP school. I know, guys, I made it little confusing, but I'll try to explain it again. So the thing is, the whole issue was with the access specifier. When you make it private, it's not accessible outside. Okay, any doubt on this?
Chirag, in that case, we can write the exception.
Sorry?
We can write the exception in the business logic, no? Initially.
Exception as in?
Business logic we can write, wherein initially.
I don't understand what business logic. Sorry.
You written that that class after doing that extension of that setting the school and age. So there we can write an exception. Though it with the exception will take the handling, and before of compiling it will throw some compile time error.
Exception for what?
For that particular class where you denoted this super. Yeah.
This thing.
This thing. Actually,
okay. But exception for what?
See, for this only we can write an exception if it is any error over there.
Error for what? That's what my concern is.
See, this particularly the name or school, just writing this public method.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No. It's not about the error thing only. The only thing we are concentrated here is to extend the properties, how to leverage the existing property. So suppose some student has already this property, right? So we don't want to add additionally for everything. Like if I have to create medical student, it's not a good idea to copy paste all this thing there itself, right? So
Yes.
at DTO level, it's still okay, but it hard at functionality level. So suppose if I'll go to some utility class, let me create something. Suppose vehicle class. Okay, and we already know if it is a vehicle, then there should be some ignition, right? So public void start. Okay, and I'll say system dot out dot println. Uh, Basic thing, just starting only. Okay, and then if I'll create
Vehicle properties.
supercar, okay, which extend vehicle, and I'll say okay, public void uh, run car system dot out dot println. In a similar way, if I'll write which also extend vehicle. Similarly, see, vehicle started. If it is a domestic one, it's running at 60 kilometer. If it is a supercar, running at 200 kilometer. Very simple thing. So both the car, supercar and the domestic car. If I want to restrict every vehicle class to if I'll make this as an abstract, okay, and I'll do nothing, then see what error will come. Okay. Okay, it started. Public abstract. See, this is an abstract class. I created an abstract method as well. Now, as soon as I created this abstract method, I started getting this error. Two related problems. What two related problems are? The super class and the domestic car. They both extend my vehicle class, right? So now they are enforced. They should get the public certificate, pollution certificate. So what they'll say? Class superclass must either declare abstract or implement abstract method pollution certificate in vehicle. If I'll say implement this method, now I'm restricted in my superclass. I should get the vehicle certificate. The system out.println error is gone. We override this method. We need to. I mean, this is the way abstract class will restrict you. Okay, you have to do it. There is no other option. Okay, now this is also coming. Okay, but the difference with interfaces, it's like already what do you say, static and final methods. They are just a layout and you have to implement them. So we will take a very simple example. Java class interface. Okay, draw shape. I think that's the easiest example you can do. Shape. Same thing. Class rectangle must either be declared abstract or implement the draw shape. I have to implement this method with the shape. Right. System.out.println rectangle. So see, if you see in this way, here also I'm implementing shape or getting the inheritance or getting some feature from my parent class, like the shape class. Same thing we did here in the vehicle thing. We have some abstract method that we need to implement only. But the only good part about this abstract class is you are able to add method or something that you need in the abstract class itself. The same thing you can't do in the like interface. So if I'll go, so void add color. See, interface abstract method cannot have body. It started saying this error because we can't do anything in the interface. We can't write system without println color. This way I can't do it. Interface abstract method cannot have body. Either make add color default. So now I hope this is clear why interface and why abstract classes. The both serve a different purpose. Okay, and how the inheritance work. You want some feature from your parent class. Okay, then extend it. Write it in the class. If you only want to extend the what is a framework, then do create interfaces. I hope this is little helpful to you. Okay. Any doubts on this?